Okay guys, I'm actually kind of obsessed with this sweatshirt. I have to show you because I got it at Forever 21, and usually when you buy something at Forever 21 and it has something on it that you didn't expect, it's like some stupid saying that's like pizza is my boyfriend or something. But I had no idea that this was on the sleeve until I got home, and I'm like not mad about it. Isn't that so cute? It's not on this side. It's only on this side, but I had no idea when I bought it that it was like that, but kind of happy about it, and so is my dog. So I'm just going to hop right into my little review. I'm not gonna try to touch the bottom as much as possible because I do wear these. I just rinsed them off really quick because it is the middle of winter here in New England and there was salt all over them. And I do wear these outside on salt, in the snow, whatever, and they are holding up super well. And like I said, these are the vegan Doc Marten 1460 with the 8 eyelets. That is what they look like. I wear them pretty consistently. I have a little bit of a creasing going on right here, just because I bend down a lot and I'm moving, and there's really nothing much I can do about that. I do have a little bit of creasing on the back as well here. That is mostly just because when I put my boots on, I just shove my foot down and I don't care if it like crackles and bends. Like I'm not gentle with these at all. I am very rough on them. I'm very rough on my shoes. Usually when I would get my regular combat boots, I buy the same boots from Target every single year. They're like $35, $40 or something. And I do get a new pair every single year. Those last me 1 year. That's it. I'm very rough on my shoes. I'm very tough on my shoes, my boots in general. I go through shoes very, very quickly. So I'm very rough with my boots. That's just how I am. And that's the reason I wanted Doc Martens, because people say they last decades. People say that the regular ones last decades at least. We're gonna see how long these vegan ones last for me. But that's exactly why I wanted to kind of go this route and get a brand that is known to last, just because I run through boots so quickly. There are some major differences as far as the aesthetics of this shoe compared to the regular Doc Martens. First things first, this here is more of like a tan color with the yellow writing, whereas on the original Doc Martens is just a little yellow string here. Another difference is that on the regular Doc Martens, the non-vegan ones, these eyelets are completely black, whereas these ones are like a dark gold brassy color. The laces on these ones are very, very thin. They feel extremely cheap, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't like these laces whatsoever, but these are just the laces that they chose. They are like a thin, very thin, flat lace. And then finally, another difference that you can tell when you put it on is that there is no insole. It's like a half insole. It's very weird. You're gonna have to look up. There's a video that I saw comparing like the actual insides of the vegan Doc Marten and the original real animal Doc Marten. I'll link that video down below because I think that was really helpful. It tests the durability of the plastic used in this boot. And it's just really interesting to see the inside of it and how it differs so much to the original one. So I'll link that down below, like I said, and you can see the inside of that in that video if that interests you. So now my review. When I first got them and I was wearing them, I could not for the life of me understand why people liked Doc Martens. Honestly, they were extremely uncomfortable, and I knew that there was some level of like breaking them in, but on the Doc Marten website, it says that the vegan ones shouldn't need much breaking in at all. They should just be basically ready to go because they're vegan. It's a plastic, it's fake. And I did not find that that was the case. I found them very uncomfortable. The first, oh my gosh, I wanna say maybe like 3 weeks of wearing them, they were not very comfortable at all. I didn't start wearing them around my house, and then going outside, I literally just put them on and wore them an entire 8-hour shift, which is not probably the best way to go about breaking in a new pair of boots, but that's the way that I did it. And I mean, I was fine. I didn't get any blisters. I actually didn't get anything on like the back of my heel, like nothing, I was fine. But it wasn't the most comfortable on the top of my heel. What am I saying? The top of my foot. Okay, sorry guys, my battery just died and I just had to change it. I literally just filmed my really, really super long true crime video. So I'm pretty sure that one will be up before this, just because I want to get that one out. I worked so hard on it. So yeah, my battery was dead. So let me get back into this one. So like I was saying, this part here, I hope you can see that, was extremely tight, and you can even see like where my foot lies in this particular shoe. It was so tight when I first tried it on, and that's the area of my foot that hurt towards the end of the day. It wasn't my heel, any other part of my foot. It was literally just this area here because I have pretty wide feet. But yeah, it was just very tight. And I didn't retie these at all. I left them pretty loose just because I wanted to get used to it a little bit more. But that was really a very uncomfortable part of breaking these shoes in. Like I said, I absolutely hated them for quite some time. I wore just regular socks, and I find that wearing like higher socks that go up onto your ankle is much more comfortable than wearing short socks. I bought larger socks and they got a little bit more comfortable. And then I tried to buy a comfort insole. Do I have that still? I had it lying next to here for so long. Did I get rid of it? Oh no, it's right here. Okay. I bought these on Amazon. They were pretty cheap. They are just the Doc Martens comfort insoles, and I got them in a size, USA size 5, because I saw somebody online say that a size down fits your size, which I don't really understand why I got a 5 then, because I'm a size 7. I don't know, it worked though. They do fit perfectly inside. The issue though was this added too much thickness on the bottom of the sole, and it ended up making it even tighter for the top of my foot. So I could not use these. I did keep them though, because I do want to see if after some time, after wearing the boots a little bit more, if I can pop these in and see if that helps, just because they were super comfortable and I really do want to use an insole. These ones just are a little too thick right now, but I did purchase these as well. What I did notice though, and this was kind of like a process of me breaking them in, was wearing those insoles along with a very thick sock and just shoving my foot inside of them really stretched it out enough that it would be comfortable for me to wear the next time. So I did that for like literally one day. And then the next time that I wore them, they were like magically comfortable. Like, they are really comfortable boots to wear now. I actually look forward to wearing them. I think they look nice, and I think they feel nice as well. So I'm starting to see, like I was starting to see at this time, why people were liking Docs. And this took me like, I want to say at least a month of wearing them consistently to really get to that point of understanding the hype around them. One thing that I will mention too though is, towards the beginning when I was wearing them, I don't know if it's just because I have rather large calves, but I was getting bruising around the top of where the boot was and where it was like touching my pants. And it's not like it's summer, like I'm not wearing shorts and wearing boots, like I'm wearing long pants and socks, and it still was causing bruising on my legs. So again, I'm not sure if I was just wearing them too tight at the time, if my body just like bruises easily, but that's one thing to know. I have a video that I'll insert here. You can see what I'm talking about. I just have bruises literally all around where the top of the boot was, which is weird. I've never had anything like that happen before, and I've never had that happen since. So that was just a random thing to mention. I guess the pros of them would be that they look really nice. They look nice with basically every outfit. They feel nice now. They're starting to get super, super comfortable. I can see why people say that they like them. And I just think all around they're nice boots to wear during most times of the year. I do want to see about weatherproofing them. I'm not really sure how to do that for, you know, synthetic vegan leather. There's really nothing out there I have found personally. I have reached out to the company to see if any of the products that they have are meant for the vegan Docs as well. But I personally haven't gotten a response yet. It's been like weeks. I know they have something called Durban. I think that's what it's called. Every time I've talked about it, I've said the wrong name. But they do have something that is supposed to be good for leather. So I'm just wondering if that could also be used on these or for the waist, but I do want to look into kind of weatherproofing them a little bit more just so I could get more use out of them, because they were very expensive. And that brings me into my cons for these particular shoes. The Doc Martens regular 1460 women's boot is going for a whopping $150, and the vegan 1460 boot is also $150. So they are the exact same price. I can't understand a justification in charging the same amount of money for real leather and synthetic leather. It doesn't make sense at all. The only reason that I could think that they would do that is because they want people to still buy their original shoe. It's definitely cheaper to make a synthetic leather boot. It is. It's made out of plastic. It is not real leather. It is not a real animal, and it costs less to make. The materials cost less to make. It just does. But they don't want people to stop buying their real leather shoes just because there's something cheaper on their website and it looks exactly the same and it does the exact same thing basically. They want people to pick which one they want, and you could just pay the exact same if you are vegan. It definitely does seem like they're just trying to capitalize off people who are vegan and the whole movement of veganism, because they want to, you know, have an option for people so they could still get money from there, but also still get that business, you know what I mean? And not miss out on other business that they're already getting. They just want to continue to get all the business and will not lose customers that would be paying for their more expensive boots if they offer something that's more reasonably priced. I hope that makes sense. Essentially, they don't want people to only go for the vegan option just because it's cheaper and not because it's because they want it to be vegan. I don't appreciate that at all. It doesn't make sense. I think they should be honest in the price that they're putting it at. That's why part of me is like, it is kind of a waste, and you are kind of buying into this exploitation of people who are vegan for the right reasons, but you're just trying to take advantage of that just so you can get an extra buck, and you're making even more of a profit off of people who are wanting this particular item, even if they're not vegetarian or vegan, even if they just want to support not wearing actual animal products as fashion. It is definitely just profiting more off of people who want to make the switch and not use animal products. So another thing to consider is that these shoes are made out of a plastic. Essentially, this is a plastic. It is synthetic leather, if you will. It is not real leather. So what does end up happening to plastic? As we know, it is not biodegradable. It is not good for the earth. These are not environmentally friendly. And I feel like I learned a lot about this after I already got these as a present. I am very grateful that I did get them though, but I feel like I did learn a lot about them after the fact, which is why I did want to make this video. There are definite pros to wearing a fashionable boot, but there are definitely a lot of cons, more ethically focused, where it challenges, is it really worth this fashion item if I'm going to be sacrificing my either morals, because I am a vegan and vegetarian and don't want to support this brand and I don't want them to profit off of me, and I also don't want to harm the environment. So those are some big cons to this particular boot, where it's like, I don't think I would repurchase these shoes myself. Just knowing what I know now, the research that I've done, and just learning a little bit more about what they're made of, the brand itself, what I am supporting, especially now that I am going on a year of being vegetarian. I started being vegetarian during the quarantine, and I'm really excited that I am coming on a year, and I've just learned a lot the past year, and I want to continue growing and doing better and doing more to benefit the lives of animals. It definitely is a blurred line though when it comes to buying something from a company that has animal products as well, because it's almost like if you go to a store, like a grocery store, they're going to sell products like meat products, meat to eat, and they're also going to have vegetarian, vegan options. You're not just not going to go to Stop and Shop because they sell meat. You're going to still go, but you're just going to choose to purchase the vegetarian options. So I don't know, you could look at it that way, or you can look at it more of a consumer way, as in there are a lot of other brands of shoes, of boots that you can buy that are focused on being more ethically friendly and more animal friendly. So that is another thing to consider when thinking if you want to purchase these boots. This is a pretty quick video because there's not much else to say about them. I'm not going to cut into them like that person whose video I'm going to link below. I will just say I like the boots as they wear. I would love to find an alternative that is from a company that is completely vegan and cruelty free for the future, because I personally don't believe that I will be repurchasing these shoes myself one day once they do end up, you know, kicking the bucket. And I'll let you know when that happens, because like I said, I'm very rough on my shoes, and who knows if these plastic versions of Doc Martens even could last very long. But that is my review, I guess, of them. Take that as you will. I hope you all found this video informative and helpful. If you personally were interested in seeing if these boots were right for you, if you do end up deciding that you want to get them, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. If you decided that the cons outweighed the pros that I talked about today and you want to go find an alternative, that's awesome as well. And I hope you guys drop it down below if you found a really great alternative that is also vegan and cruelty free. Definitely let me know. But until my next video, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.